Good morning and welcome to Real Talk with Tamara. As you guys come into the room, please hit the like button. Also, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. I hope that you guys are doing okay this morning. I know that I am. I always express the importance of hitting the like button because the like button helps to keep the video in the algorithm. Okay. I wanted to talk about Key Glock and Big Boogie, and I'm not going to make this a long video. Um, I remember first hearing about they had did a song maybe a couple nights ago. I didn't get the opportunity to really say anything about it. A lot of people have been coming into my chat to talk about Key Glock and Big Boogie song, but when they came into the chat, I have a subscriber named Rest in Peace Young Dog that immediately came into the chat and started explaining the situation as it relates to Key Glock and the song with Big Boogie, right? He said that a producer named So So something so something. Okay, I'll think of it later. I should have written it down. He produced it. So Super, that's him. So Super. So Super had produced the song, okay? And um he said that Key Glock, So Super had told Key Glock that he was going to ask Key Glock wanted to do a song with Key Glock or put an old verse or something on use the old verse. And he told Key Glock he was gonna put another artist from Memphis on the song, but he had no idea that it was gonna be Big Boogie. Now, I know a lot of people have been sending me emails and they saying, "Well, Miss T, what you got to say about that now?" Nothing except for I support Key Glock. Okay. Well, why are you supporting? Because I want to. I've never heard Big Boogie's name come up in Young Dolph's indictments. I've never heard that he had something to do with Young Dolph's indictment. Is you don't have to be in the studio together to produce an album, right? And if you want to be honest, I don't know if Key Glock and Big Boogie has any issues. I do know this, that I remember another vlogger named Player Cole who knows Big Boogie personally talking about how um, Young Dolph wanted to sign Big Boogie, and Young Dolph had wanted to sign him and was gonna sign him. And when when Gotti found out that Young Dolph was entertaining the idea of signing Big Boogie, I think he made his signing bonus a little bigger because see, Young Dolph believed in if you independence, giving them some money, but they really win in the end, right? Gotti believes in giving them something big that they're gonna have to pay back on the front end, okay, and then they lose in the end, okay. Anyways, I digress. I know some people gonna get mad at that, but anyways. But I remember him saying what people don't understand is, and I heard other people say that Key Glock and them did not have any issues. And Boogie and Key Glock and Dolph knew each other, like they were cool with each other, and it was gonna be odd to see with this separation and all of this animosity going on with CMG and with Pre, how that would be handled, right? I remember hearing some people say that Black Youngster and them supposedly would talk about Dolph badly in front of Big Boogie, to test him, to see what he would say, what he would do, and things of that nature, because they knew that there had been a relationship, right there. So, I mean, hell, I you know, I know producers play games, but if their producer is sitting up playing games, God gonna get him. It ain't gonna sell. Okay. So you have to be very, very careful because I know, like, hey, everybody has their thing, right? You got people that don't support Key Glock. You got those like myself that do. I support him. I support Key Glock. And let me just say this: I didn't have no issues with Big Boogie because I like back end. Okay. I think he had a lot of energy in that song. You know, I think it's hard to draw a line because I think the energy that the execs at CMG has done is they've made it so hard for their artists that may not be in that mess, right? That may not be in that mess. And I know I've heard people, say that Big Boogie may have been dissing at Young Dolph. And then I've heard people that, know Big Boogie say, well, no, he was not dissing at Big Dolph. I mean, at Young Dolph. Big Boogie has his own beef going on. They don't think that he would beef with Young Dolph and Key Glock because he was really cool with them, right? And he would have been according to them. Say Big Boogie, couldn't decide or something on who he wanted to go with, and he ended up asking somebody, and they was like, well, since Gotti gave him a little bit more money, and since Gotti is from North Memphis, I think Big Boogie was originally from New Orleans and ended up in Memphis some kind of way, but in North Memphis. I think now, you know, why don't you, sign with him? Or the guy was that told him was from North Memphis and told him to sign with Gotti. Okay. I have to ask Player Cole about that. I'm not quoting it verbatim, but I do remember him saying it on his show. Because as I said, he do know Big Boogie. Okay. And so, like I said, I think people want to go out in. I do know that producers will play games. Now, so super, if you did this to play games and this was a ploy to try to make Key Glock look bad or whatever, you're gonna have to reap what you sow. I don't even know who so super is, okay? You're gonna have to read what you saw. I think these producers would come out better if they didn't play stuff like this. Now I know that they're saying Big Boogie and Key Glock is saying that it's not real. If they're saying that it's not real and this producer did this, then it probably is because I don't know. So I wouldn't have a choice but to believe what they said. I'm not gonna get to digging all deep in this and that and trying to dissect or how their eyebrow went up when they said it. Just look at that eyebrow. You see how his eyebrow went up when he said that? Ain't he had telling a lie? I don't know. I'm not mentally ill, so I'm not. The only thing I can say is I still support him. Okay. And Big Boogie has not come up as his name has not came up in this situation as it relates to Young Dolph. Do I believe that Key Glock had anything to do with Young Dolph? Hell no. Do I believe that CMG did? Hell yeah. Do I believe that CMG would try to do anything to try to bring Key Glock down? Yes, and they need to stop. They're beginning to act like a bunch of damn fucking lunatics. Excuse my French. Leave him alone. Leave Key Glock alone. Just let him be. Okay. Just let him be. I'm talking about CMG. I know some of these vloggers gonna look at this and say, she had was talking to me. I ain't thought about y'all. Okay. Leave me alone. Okay. I'm simply talking about CMG. Okay. And if anybody has a issue with me saying that I support Key Glock, you know what you could do. I would tell them to kiss my ass, but they would love to kiss it because it's big and it bounces and stuff. So these folks are perverts. So I can't even say that now. So I'll just say go to hell. Leave me alone. I support Key Glock. I do. And I do believe that it's a mess in the game. That's what I believe. Okay. And so super, if you did this because you was paid to do it or whatever, you need to be ashamed of yourself. Because sometimes people can be a lot further than than they are. Even if they feel like they're doing good, if they do right. But sometimes people start doing wrong. But I'm not saying that So Super did anything wrong because hell, I don't know. The only thing I'm saying is I ain't never, even if he did do a song with Big Boogie, in which I doubt, I kind of believe what they're saying, right? Um, I've never heard Big Boogie's name come up, in this Dawes case. But for some reason, it's just something about it that seems off to me. You just want to believe anything Key Glock say. If I do, so what anybody got to do with what I want to believe? That's what I want to understand. I support him. I support Young Dolph. I ain't never had no problem with Big Boogie. Now, if I hear Big Boogie dissing Young Dolph, then I'm gonna have an issue with Big Boogie. Okay. But I'm not even ready to get into all of that. Talking about Key Glock had something to do with Dolph's death. But Key Glock ain't had a damn thing to do with Young Dolph's death. Them folks in jail and them folks that had a consistent pattern of trying to take him out had something to do with that. Okay. So as far as the song, I ain't heard it. Okay. And if they're saying that it's not real, then I mean, I don't know. I guess they can get him to take it down. But even if they don't get him to take it down, I ain't got nothing to do with that. It's not going to change my support for Key Glock. So, hey, I believe what Rest in Peace Young Dolph said. He said it from the start. I do kind of believe it's some shit in the game. Okay. It's just, that's just what I believe. Okay. Do I still support Key Glock? I do. Like I said, I never had an issue with Big Boogie. Because I knew I was given the backstory on that. And they said before all of this ever even came out, I wonder how that's gonna be handled because Big Boogie and Key Glock and Dolphin were real cool. And then this happens. I was like, wow, that's what made me think back to that. That at some point they had a relationship and Big Boogie was going to sign with Pre until God had found out about it. And he always been very jealous, which is why God is getting ready to whoop his ass, cat ragga, get ready to drag him. Y'all know how the streets are. Y'all know how yeah. Y'all know how the streets are. God getting ready to take him and put him on the back of a damn bumper. And that car get ready to take off. Shoo! You know how when somebody dragging somebody, it burns all the skin and shit off their ass and all of that. God get ready to whip his ass cat regularly like that. Okay. Just like that. Okay. Because you have to reap what you sow. I don't deviate from the main thing is to keep the main thing the main thing. And regardless, sometimes just because something looks a certain way, it don't mean that that's how it is. But it does look like that. Well, sometimes it could look a certain way, but it might not be that. And I'm not just saying it because it's Key Glock. I'm just saying it because it's true. Right? Now, if Key Glock had did a song with Gotti, I would have an issue with that. Key Glock went and did a song with Black Youngster. And I ain't talking about the damn song that they did years ago before all of this shit happened, before Black Youngster and Dolph even started beefing. Not that. Because I know somebody going, well, he had did it a song with Black Youngster. Well, Dolph did a song with Moneybag. At some point, these people were cool. What don't people understand about that? So when I have friends that I've fallen out with and they go, but I seen you in a picture with her. Well, we used to be cool. That picture was 15 years ago. Right? But people like to take that and run with a situation as if people were once cool and then things happen. Right? But hey, if they're saying that the song isn't real, then hey, if they say it, I guess I don't have a choice but to believe it, especially since I don't know. Okay? Since I don't know. But even if they had did a song together and for some reason I don't believe it. I just it's just something about it. It's just the spirit won't let me believe it. I do believe it was some mess put into the game. Okay? But I guess we'll see. Okay? Well, I mean whoever's concerned to see because I don't give a damn. Uh I support Key Glock. Anyways, people wanted to hear what I had to say about that. Rest in peace, Young Dolph had already given the drop on that in the comments the other day. I probably shouldn't even did a video on it, but I've had so many people, and I think it's because they know that I'm very supportive of Key Glock. They wanted to know what I feel about it. Well, like I said, rest in peace, Young Dolph had already said something about it, and that's why I'm come. This is my I guess my rebuttal, but it ain't no rebuttal. This is just my thoughts on it, right? I'm just giving my thoughts on it. But like I said, anyways, please like, share, and subscribe. If you would like to support the channel, you can support the channel via Cash App, okay? I'll talk with you later.